Hi everybody, it's Mr. Paul here from Charles Dickens Primary School with your daily phonics lesson. Now today we're going to play a new game. It's called Silly Soup. Silly Soup. Here's our bowl of soup and we need to put things in it. But we don't put sensible things in it like onion or garlic or carrots. We only put silly things in. It's a silly soup. So today we need to put some ingredients in our silly soup. And it's going to be some things that have these different sounds in them, okay? Now the first sound we're looking at is the letters O and W, which make the sound ow, ow. Your turn to say it. 3, 2, 1. The letters make the sound ow. That's the letters O and W. O and W make the sound ow. But we also need to sing our song, okay? We're going to make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. Okay. We're gonna make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. We're gonna make a silly soup, we'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. Now, first thing in our soup, you need to think of something with the ow sound in it. Get your pen out, get your pencil out. You need to write something down to go in our silly soup. Ow, ow. Have you got something? I've got something really silly. Really silly. It doesn't make any sense at all. I think I'm going to put a crown in the soup. A crown that a king or queen would wear on their head. How silly. Crown. I'm going to make the word long. Crown. Ow. Ow. So that's k, then ow, crown. There we go. Let's just draw my crown up here. Now you can put a crown in your silly soup or anything else with an ow sound. Maybe a cow or a frown. That's ridiculous, isn't it? The more silly, or the sillier, the better. The sillier, the better. Right, next we're looking for something with the R sound. So it's the letters, say it with me, the letters A and R make the sound R. So that's the letters A and R. You saying it with me? The letters A and R make the sound R. R. So can you write down R on your sheet, please? On your piece of paper. R. Then we need to sing our song again. To give you a moment to do that. Well done. So we're going to make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. Ready? We're going to make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. Good. Did you get the words that time? I'm starting to get it. We're just learning, aren't we? Ah. Ah. What could be really silly to go in the soup that has the ah sound in it? Yeah, it could be a car. It could be a guitar. I think I'm going to go for, this is really, really silly. I'm going to put an arm in my soup? Arm. Arm. So, quite an easy one really. Ah. 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 And then Did you write yours down? You can write mine too if you want, if you couldn't think of anything. How silly. You can't put an arm or a crown in the soup. But it's a silly soup. There's so many words you could have had. You could have had farm, car. You could have a tart. You could put like an apple tart in your soup. Ugh. Right. Next, we're looking at the... Well, you tell me what sound this is. Harry McClary knows. Yeah. Harry McClary knows it's air. 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 Okay. Air, and that's the letters A, I, and R that make the sound air. Your turn to say it. The letters A, I, and R make the sound air. Ready to sing our song? We're gonna make a silly soup, we'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. We're gonna make a silly soup, we'll make it nice and silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it really chilly. Air, air. What can you think of that has the air sound in it that could go in our silly soup? I don't want to put Harry McClary in it. Oh, I think I've got one. Have you got one? Write yours down. Pause the video if you need more time. You can write mine as well. Mine is hair. Put some of my hair. Hair. That would be disgusting. Hair in a soup, but it's a silly soup. Hair. So let's make it long. Hair. Air. That's air. Can you write it before I do? Air. Hair. Oh, hair in the soup. Don't like that idea at all, do you? Not nice. So silly. What else could you have put in? Well, you could put in a... Now I'm going to see if you can guess what this is now. I'm going to change mine. So change that. Put a C in front. And that becomes... What's this one here? Yeah, it's ch, isn't it? Ch, 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 air. A chair. Imagine putting a chair in the soup. Oh my goodness. It's such a silly soup. A chair in the soup. Yeah, that's just one of the things. You could just leave it as it is and put air in the soup. Just some air. How silly. Now our next sound is It's the letters U and R that make the sound It can also be the letters E and R. But today I want you to do something with the letters U and R. Okay? So not E and R today. Because it's U and R which can also make the sound. Your turn to say it. The letters make the sound. That's the letters U and R make the sound Right, what can you think of? We're gonna make a silly soup, we'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. get the words then? Now, Oof. Have you got one? Have you got one? Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. I think I'm going to keep it simple and just do fur. Fur. So that's You can write yours, you can write mine, you can write both. But can you write fur before I do? I know the second sound is What's the first one? Yeah, it's the letter F. Some fur. Oh, what a horrible soup this is going to be. Fur. Right, we've got one more sound to put in our soup. We need something that has the qu sound in it. Qu, qu. The letters Q and U make the sound qu. That's the letters, say it with me, the letters Q and U which make the sound qu. Very good. Qu. Are you saying it? Excellent. Now, ready? We're going to make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. We're going to make a silly soup. We'll make it really silly. We'll put it in the fridge to make it nice and chilly. Oh, this silly soup. Now it's got to be something with the qu sound. Qu, qu. Can you think of something? Well, let me see. I think I'm going to put a queen in it. A queen. You can't put the queen in soup. Queen. How silly. But it's only a game. Queen. 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 Make it long, then sound it out. Queen. Queen. So, then E. E. Can you write it before I do? Remember how to write E. E. Well, that's the letter E, but if we're writing the sound, it's like this, isn't it? Two letter E's make the sound. E. E. N. Yes, the letter N makes the sound N. E. N. The Queen, here she is with her crown. The poor Queen goes in the soup. She doesn't mind, it's a silly soup. Now, let's clap our hands and we'll get rid of this, okay? Pause the video if you need more time to finish your writing. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, what have we got here? Some boxes and some pictures. That must mean we're going to do some writing. So you will need a pen or a pencil and some paper. First of all, we've got here a pair of scissors. Now, scissors, that's not enough boxes to write scissors. And actually, what we're going to write is the word trim. Trim. My hair is getting long. It needs a trim. A trim. Trim. We trim with scissors. So, when we're spelling a word that has lots of sounds in it, it's really good just to slow down before you write and just say it to yourself. Again, our trick is we make it long, don't we, that word? We say it and make it long. We say it out loud. We say it slowly. So we say trim, trim. And we can hear all the sounds. And then we sound it out using our fingers. Trim, trim, Then we can still slow it down again because we just need to really think about what's the first sound. Always start at the start. Trim. So even if you think, I don't know how to spell this word, get the first sound on the paper, and then you've made a start. There's the letter T. Very well done. And if you can write it before me, that's even better. You'll get 2 ticks, won't you? Im. So we've got our first sound. We can almost forget about that now. Im. Get rid of t. What have we got left? Im. Rim. T. Rim. T. Rim. Rim. You can almost treat that like a new word. Rim. Rim. What's the first sound? There we go. Can you write it before me? Get rid of those 2. We've written them. 2 sounds left. And then you can treat that like a new word, really. It's not a real word, but im. 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 What's the first sound we need to look at next? I should say the next sound, not the first sound. That's the first sound. The next sound. I. 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 And then one more sound. So we've got tri. Tri. It's Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just going really slow, taking it one sound at a time. And that's the secret to using your phonics when spelling. Slow it down. You can always pause these videos, use all the time you need, okay? Now, next here. So, again, pause the video if you need it. If you got this one right, give yourself a tick. Give yourself 2 ticks if you got it right, writing it before I did. If you need to make any changes, that's fine. Just cross it out, then give yourself a tick. Now here, I've got a swan. A swan. A swan. We're not actually going to write swan, because I want you to write the word swam, because the swan swam across the pond. He swam. He swam. He swam this morning across the pond to have his breakfast. Swam. Swam. So make it long. Swam. 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 Take it slow, or take it at your own pace. Can you write it before I do? If I'm going too fast, pause the video. See if you can do it before me. Or I can get rid of s and just think swam, wham, wham. What's next? Wha. Once you've written the sound, you don't need to think about it on your fingers. S and wha are gone. Left, so it's swa, swa, and then am, am, am. So that's ah is next, isn't it? So swa and ah are gone, they're written. Swa, swa, swa is gone. Swam, swam, the swan swam. Okay, give yourself 2 ticks if you wrote that before I did. Give yourself 1 tick if you got it right. And if you need to change anything, that's fine. Just change it and then give yourself a nice big tick. So 1 more word I want you to write. Do you remember I was showing you my flowers in the message of the day? I showed you a poem that I liked. Well, look at this. The flowers have started to bloom. Bloom. They've opened up. Remember before they were all like this, weren't they? They were just about to open up. I said it was a bit like the poem said, it was like they were about to say something. They've opened up. They bloom. Bloom. Flowers bloom. So our word is bloom. Make it long. Bloom. 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 Think about your first sound. Bloom. It's b, isn't it? B. Can you write it before me? Now, b is gone. We've written it. So we're left with loom, loom. Next sound, loom, ul, isn't it? Ul. So b and ul are gone. B, ul, but and ul gone. Bl, bl, ooh. Blue, blue is gone. Blue, just left with There we go. Give yourself a tick if you got it right. 2 ticks if you beat me. And if you need to make any changes, cross it out and change it, and then give yourself a tick. Really well done. Okay, so in your book today, you are going to do the same thing with these words, okay? This is page number 19 here. A 1 and then a 9. Can you find that page? You're looking for a 1 and then a 9. Now, you're going to write each of the words that have these pictures. So here, this was a twig. Twig. Now here, we have a pram. Pram. You've already got the first sound written for you. So you can forget about p and just think p, ram, ram. You just need to write ram. Think about what's the next sound. Then write it down, get rid of it, and then think about the next one. Take it slow. Pram. This one is a flag. This one is a plum. And this one is swim. Okay? So those are the words you need to write today. Once you have done that, if you'd like an extra challenge, I would like you to use any of these words or any of these ones to write a sentence for me. Maybe you'll write 2. Maybe you'll use more than 1 word in those sentences. Don't forget to send them to me. I will give you dojo points and some thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed the phonics today. I will see you again tomorrow for more phonics fun. Bye!